For this Sony Vegas Pro 17 tutorial, we're going to take a look at how to create a smooth zoom transition. What you want to do first of all is you want to go in between these two clips and then you want to scroll up to zoom in. What we're going to do is we're going to go 20 frames back on the first clip. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Once you got to the 20 mark, you want to press M on your keyboard and this will create you a mark point. You want to do the same thing on the other side with the other clip. Once you've got yourself the keyframes, this will just give you an idea of where you've started. And what you want to do is you want to go on the first one and then press S to split it up and then S again to split that one. You want to drag the second clip to crossfade it into the first one and you want to make sure it's on 6. Then you want to right click on it and then set this one on a crossfade. Now that you've got that, you want to drag this one back to normal so it's connecting with this one and you've got yourself the first step, which is the fade. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to create the zoom. So to do that, you want to go to the event/crop and then you want to go to your first keyframe. We're going to give it a bit of a slow zoom at first and then it will slowly fall into a much quicker zoom. To do that, what you want to do is you want to use your right arrow key on your keyboard and then go 4 keyframes forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you're 4 frames forward, you want to just slightly drag this inwards. So now that you've got your first zoom, which is the slow one, you want to go all the way to the end and then you want to hold shift on your keyboard and drag the corners inwards to zoom it in. You want to go back to the first keyframe and you want to right click on it and set this one to smooth and you want to set the second one to fast. You want to go to your second clip, but for this one you want to set the first keyframe all the way to the end and then you want to hold shift again and then drag this inwards like so. This one you want to set on slow and it all depends on how much you want to zoom in. If you want it to be more dramatic, you can drag it in more. Now that we've done that, we can close this down. You want to go over to the video effects and then the first effect that you want to get yourself is the pinch/punch. And first of all, we're going to get ourselves the maximum punch for the first one. This is for the first clip. You want to go to the bottom left and click on animate. Once you've got yourself the little timeline right here, you want to go 10 keyframes forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you want to move your keyframe all the way to here. You want to set the amount on 0, so it starts off at 0, and then you want to go all the way to the end, and then set this one on the maximum, which is 1000. With this one, you want to right click on it and then set it on fast, so it's a fast fade. It does it a lot quicker. The other ones, you don't really need to do anything with them, just leave them as normal, and then we're going to close this one down, and we're going to go to the second clip, and then for this one, you want to create a maximum pinch, and then drag it onto here. Same again, go on animate. Go to the first keyframe. With the second clip, you want to have your first keyframe at the start and then you want to go all the way to the end and then set the amount on 0. So if we have a look at this, it creates this effect. With the first keyframe, you want to right click on it and then set this one to smooth fade. With this one, you want to get yourself the intense fixed radius and then set it to your first clip. Now that you've applied this effect, you want to go 10 frames forward. And then you want to click on the stopwatch right here for the animate. Drag it all the way to this one. Go 3 frames forward. And then drag it there. Then you want to go back to the 10th frame and then drag the first one there. With the first one, you want to set this on 0. And then the 13th one, this one will be on 800. So as you can see, it'll pick up. You want to right click on it and then set it to fast. And then leave this one on linear, so it's normal. And then finally, we want to close this one down and apply the same effect for this one. But this time, we're going to go to the first keyframe, have it on 800. So if you click on the stopwatch, and then go all the way to the end, and then set it on 0. With this one, you want to go to the first keyframe, right click on it, and then set it on slow. So it slowly gets more clear. And that is pretty much it. If we preview this and have a look, it is a nice, smooth zoom effect.